get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah. Did Jay reach out yet? Nah, Bob. He ghosting. This motherfucker doing? These things sweet now, cause I'm in here. It's all good. You about to get out on bail. No. Hey, yo, check this out. Need you to reach out to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know there's a release date for that new Netflix movie. Alright, Bob. It's crazy right now. Everybody out there quiet as motherfucker. Yeah, exactly. We gonna let them have their little fun, but I'm still gonna have the last laugh. What about all these lawsuits though, Pop? Ain't none of them getting shit. I ain't worth nothing. Ain't got shit in my name anyway. Don't even worry about it. Bunch of money hungry and shit. Pop, Justin said, what should he do about his whip though? Man, the f*** is you talking about? You don't see this shit I'm dealing with right now? I know, Bob. I told him to do that. Hey, yo, check this out. Tell his light-skinned ass to go make a club appearance or something. Motherfucker, make some money. You 30 years old and shit. Pay your own f***ing car. Hey, I told him drop some music. I'm about to drop a new track this week. Everybody gonna want to hear what my sound like. Man, we not doing that shit. Y'all need to stay quiet. Pop, I can rap though. We got attention right now. Man, just do the I told you to do. And don't forget about the list. Make sure that shit is fucking signed. Alright.
The music mogul who once traveled by private jet to all those mansions is now in a jail that is notorious for its bad living condition.
In an unexpected twist to an already gripping saga, a leaked prison phone call has thrust Diddy back into the spotlight, revealing the depth of his concerns. While locked up in this call, Diddy is heard instructing his son to dispose of what he cryptically refers to as leftover pizza boxes and emphasizes the need to avoid discussing sensitive matters over the phone. This conversation, far from mundane, is loaded with coded language that suggests a desperate attempt to erase potential evidence. As the call unfolds, Diddy inquires whether Jay-Z has made any contact, to which his son responds negatively. This interaction highlights Diddy's isolation and his reliance on alliances within the industry that may be framed. Moreover, Diddy's demeanor on the call betrays a facade of confidence as he insists that none of the mounting lawsuits will touch him, firmly believing that no witnesses will dare testify against him. This assertion, however, is increasingly at odds with reality as more individuals come forward, signaling a potential avalanche of legal challenges headed his way. Currently, Diddy faces an uphill battle in jail, where his condition is reported deteriorating, having been denied bail multiple times, with the judge remaining unconvinced of his non-threat status. Diddy's legal entanglements grow as his personal resilience wanes. This leak has not only intensified scrutiny over his existing lawsuits, but has also set the stage for other high-profile celebrities to be dragged into the fray. The buzz around this leak suggests that the reactions are just beginning, with implications that could shake the foundations of the entertainment industry. The call raises serious questions about Diddy's strategy and his outlook on the unfolding legal drama. Is his confidence in avoiding conviction based on solid legal advice, or is it a facade masking panic and fear? As we continue to delve deeper into this story, the layers of complexity and intrigue only thicken. The broader implications for Diddy's empire are immense, with potential damage not just to his freedom, but to his legacy and the networks he has built over decades. As this situation develops, we will keep you updated with the latest revelations and analysis. What does this mean for Diddy's future? How will the legal system respond to these new insights? And crucially, who else might be implicated in this unfolding scandal? Stay with us as we uncover more details and navigate through the intricate web of legal and personal battles that define this high-stakes celebrity drama.
You know what happened? You should have never sued the liquor company. That's where you up. You don't give a about you tearing up booty holes. You when you sued the liquor company, because the liquor company is owned by the biggest conglomerate on earth, the BlackRock people. You done bit off the hand that was feeding you, and now you chop both your feet and your hand off, and your head's coming next. You was making money with your just shut You just thought your ego got out of whack because you was controlling everything at them freak parties. Now you think you control the hand that's feeding you. You stupid mother. He sued the liquor company May 2023. November 2023, Cassie come up with the lawsuit. Connect the dots. Cassie got 2 checks. She got a check from the liquor company people that put her up to doing that shit. And she got a check from Puffy to try to keep her quiet.
That Combs was already facing a whole slew of civil lawsuits prior to this week, with a civil action that was filed by his ex-girlfriend Cassandra Ventura in November of 2023. We believe that that was the lawsuit that really kicked everything into high gear. All the lawsuits, ultimately the criminal charges. And remember, Ventura claimed that during her on-again, off-again relationship with Combs, he forced her to partake in these freak-offs to the point that everybody would need an IV drip to recover.
The minors, they kind of fall into 2 categories. One would be the category of individuals with stars in their eyes trying to break into the entertainment industry, who were either scouted or somehow found their way to a studio or to a location where they were being screened, and either the allegation is Mr. Combs himself or those around him involved took advantage of these people in some sort of quid pro quo to try to make them a star. And, you know, in some of these cases, it was the parents who were essentially handing their child off to a group of people that they trusted and who they thought were going to make their child a star. That's one group. The second group of minors would be individuals who were recruited, whether it be in a hotel lobby, whether it be at a show from the crowd, invited to a after concert party that made its way to a hotel, whether it be to some of the parties that we all heard about. They went there at age 16. You know, there's a few that for instance, attended a party in the Hamptons and they were only 16 and taken advantage of there.
So Brian, what Matt was just talking about, these so-called freak-offs, these were no secret. So he'd been openly bragging about these wild parties. You know, there's like parties, and it looks like, you know, there were probably lots of other things going on there too. But he was bragging about this for, what, a couple of decades. Watch.
This is what you need to do. Women, beautiful women. We need alcohols, a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat, you mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning, right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Brian, that was creepy, but what took the Fed so long to do something?
Right. Got me a Lamborghini. And
Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything?
Yeah.
Starting to act different, huh?
No,
you ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first.
Yeah.
Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands.
Who were never at these freak-off parties, what were they like?
the ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in the suitcases, dumping them in alleyways. It's horrifying. It's been happening in front of everyone's faces for decades. For decades.
And then you got a video of Usher and Diddy in his bedroom with Kevin Hart, and he's interviewing him, and he said, I would wake up in the morning with Usher in the morning, and then he catches himself. He gets caught saying that he would wake up next to him, and then he changes it and says we would fight off over the Frosted Flakes. Even Kevin Hart is uncomfortable because you're admitting that you were sleeping next to a freaking child. And it's like, I'm tired of hearing all these stories, and people just laugh about it. We giggle like, this is it right.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, that's how. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the f Puff just said? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen.
The web of secrecy surrounding Hollywood's elite is unraveling as Diddy's ongoing legal battles expose the darker undercurrents of the entertainment industry. His intricate connections to some of the biggest names have spotlighted how deep these networks run, hinting at widespread implications beyond just his personal troubles. Diddy's situation is a stark reminder of how celebrity culture, often viewed through a lens of glamour and success, harbors secrets that, when brought to light, can shake the very foundations of Hollywood's glossy exterior. As we peel back the layers of Diddy's complex interactions, it becomes evident that his influence stretches across the entertainment world, and snaring many in its wake, the numerous lawsuits he's embroiled in are not just about personal grievances or financial disputes. They hint at a more systemic issue within the industry. These legal entanglements often mention other celebrities, each revelation adding to a tapestry of scandal and hidden truths that many would prefer remained out of the public eye. Hollywood has long been whispered about as a place where the elite can navigate with different rules, where secrets are currency and silence can be bought. Diddy's case has thrown a stark light on these practices, prompting us to question the integrity of those we often celebrate. Each day, as more details emerge from his lawsuits, the public gains a clearer picture of the behind-the-scenes manipulations that have allowed certain behaviors to flourish unchecked. This ongoing saga serves as a crucial narrative thread in the broader story of Hollywood's dark secrets. It compels us to confront uncomfortable truths about the industry and those who wield power within it. The implications of Diddy's legal troubles extend far beyond his personal fate. They challenge the status quo and demand a reassessment of the values and practices that have long governed the entertainment landscape. As we continue to cover this story, expect more revelations about how deeply intertwined Diddy's life and career are with the hidden mechanisms of Hollywood. The impact of this scandal is far-reaching, and as more individuals come forward and more secrets are unearthed, the full scope of what happens behind closed doors in Hollywood will gradually come into sharper focus. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the maze of celebrity power and secrecy that Diddy's situation has highlighted.
But Usher, in his own words on the Howard Stern show, he said on Howard Stern, Puffy would have his parents send him to Flavor Camp at 13 years old. Your parents are sending you to a camp with a grown man.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Come on.
But hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Uh-huh.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige, they didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Uh-huh.
I had like, you know,
What
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Parties are the hottest ticket around.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You're gonna hear about my party. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we wanna have a good time. You know, whenever you bring up a different element into people's environment, things that broaden people's horizons, people get intimidated. It's a lot of people out there that feel intimidated by it. It ain't nothing but break it down racial barriers, break it down generation barriers. People from all walks of life. Ron Perlman talking to Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying? It just goes on.
Okay, so Suge Knight did an interview detailing exactly what Diddy was doing with the hard-boiled eggs. It's called the hard-boiled egg test, and what this dude was doing was using it to test dudes to see if they were ready yet for his parties. Basically, these dudes would be taking a hard-boiled egg and trying to insert it, and if it broke, then you wasn't ready yet. I'd really be talking about this in the middle of an airport. And I wouldn't really believe all this wild stuff, but like, what is actually going on here? Why are they just posing with an egg? That's Russell Brand and Diddy. I can't stand it here. I hate it here with all my heart and soul. What is he doing? You never go egg to mouth, bro. Using eggs to determine if a man is wallered out enough to be able to party with Diddy is diabolical.
It's a dangerous thing. God protect us from our mind, talking us out of our powers of manifesting anything that we want if we believe in you, even if it's not there, even if it looks like it's not going to come. God, please bless everyone's mind and know that you will always show up and you will show up on time. God, please bless everyone that has had a rough year, but bless us for the good days, the bad days, the days that we have experienced death, the days we've experienced life, loss, happiness, victory. However you give it to us, we want to give you thanks for 2020. 2020 has been an incredible year. 2020 has been a great year. Please bless us that in 2021, we're not the same that we was in 2020, that we have excelled, that we have gone to a higher frequency, a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of kindness, a higher level of self-love, to eat the right things and to take care of ourselves, a higher level of self-love, especially, I mean, for anybody, but for my people, black people. Please bless them to love themselves enough to start fighting back in any way. Because nobody should be oppressed like this. Nobody should be treated like this. And God, I know that you know. And God, give us the courage in 2021, if anybody's being oppressed, to be able to destroy their oppressor. And God, 2020 was something. 2021, we pray. We pray. We pray it's better than 2020.
Diddy's legal battles have cast a long shadow over his illustrious career, bringing to light a series of allegations that could tarnish his legacy. As the lawsuits pile up, each one peels back another layer of the glitzy veneer that often masks Hollywood's more sinister secrets. Diddy finds himself at a precarious juncture, surrounded by mounting accusations and an ever-expanding list of celebrity names expected to surface, intensifying the scrutiny on him and the industry at large. The gravity of these allegations has sent ripples through Hollywood, uncovering uncomfortable truths about the power dynamics that govern its inner workings. Diddy, a titan in the music and entertainment industry, has always been seen as an untouchable figure, a pioneer who transformed the landscape of hip-hop And beyond yet, now he faces the stark reality of his empire potentially crumbling as more individuals come forward emboldened by the growing public discourse around accountability and transparency in the industry. Amidst the chaos, Diddy's family remains a pillar of strength, steadfastly supporting him they alone, with a contingent of loyal fans continue to stand by his side, choosing to focus on his contributions to music and community. Rather than the swirling allegations, this dichotomy highlights a broader societal challenge, reconciling the achievements of a public figure with their personal controversies. As we delve deeper into the intricacies of Diddy's ongoing legal issues, it's clear that these are not isolated incidents, but part of a broader narrative that plagues Hollywood. The dark secrets of the entertainment world often remain hidden until moments like these, where the actions of one can illuminate the systemic issues that affect many. In our next updates, we will explore how these developments affect not only Diddy, but also the fabric of Hollywood. Will more celebrities be implicated? What will this mean for the industry's future? Stay tuned as we continue to uncover the layers of this complex story, ensuring you don't miss any critical details. As this saga unfolds, it's a reminder of the ever-present tension between public personas and private actions within the world of celebrity.
See this video? It turns out we should have been paying attention to what Sean Combs was saying all these years. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever. He's actually on video basically saying, we're about to do some stuff here that's pretty adult.
Kids have like an hour left. So get extra comfortable, kids, because after that, y'all gotta go. It's a wrap for y'all, because this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to, okay? So, you know, let's just start to get our groove on a little bit. In an hour, we put the kids away, it's all good.
There you go. Again, video is showing up all over the place. Audio is showing up all over the place. People are starting to talk about what was going on. It makes you wonder, how exactly was he able to hide this for as long as he did?
I don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party. This is what happens to the white man. And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is a actual DJ's not supposed to pass out. Matt, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look. Would you get the drink on his head? Yeah, put the drink on his head. There you go. There it is. But when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them. I put them to sleep. Next day, right?
I've been to a couple Diddy parties. Now, I'm risking a lot by saying this. I've been to lots of parties. I've been to Jamie Foxx. I've been with Snoop, T.I. Like, I've been to lots of places. What I will say is that one particular party, lots of big names. There was an artist there who said, hey, Lecrae, around 1 a.m., make sure you're not here. And I was like, what? You just don't want to be here at 1 in the morning. And I was like, now my pride kicked in, like, yo, you don't know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can handle myself. Like, I'm not some little church boy who ain't never seen nothing. Like, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you talking about? Well, it's probably 12:30. I'm downstairs. I go downstairs to the studio. I come up out the studio, and I'm headed back upstairs to like the main area where everyone's kind of congregating and hanging out. And the music changed. It was like really hard and heavy at first, and then, you know, like jam and dancing music. And it was a little softer. You know, it was a little more sensual when I came out the studio and started going upstairs. And on my way upstairs, there was like this couch. And on the couch, I saw a couple of guys really going at it, hard and heavy. And man, and I was like, oh, you know, my brain, I'm thinking, well, you know, the celebrity party, people do what they do. As I started moving upstairs, I passed them up, and I noticed that it wasn't just those two guys. It was more and more people just going at it. I was like, okay, it's time for me to roll. I'm going to grab my stuff and I'm going to get up out of here. I did not know that's how this went down. So was that shocking? Absolutely. Was I forced or coerced into anything? I was not. But why they felt that comfortable, I don't know. Maybe the invite list, they was like, yeah, all these people, I don't know. I'm shocked.
Mr. Combs' legendary white parties in the Hamptons were well known by many, including John Doe, the kind where countless celebrities would attend. In 1998, when John Doe was only 16 years old, he was recruited out of New York City and indeed, while residing in New York City, received an invitation to one of Combs' parties through a mutual connection. As John Doe made his way through the crowd toward the restroom, he unexpectedly bumped into Combs. Shocked, John Doe found himself face to face with Combs, a titan in the music industry, standing right in front of him in his own party. Doe took a picture with Combs at the 1998 party. Now, here's the thing. That picture is actually included in the lawsuit. John Doe, whose face is blurred out, is standing next to a smiling Sean Combs outside, clear as daylight. The lawsuit goes on to say that Combs took an interest in John Doe and wanted to talk to him. They walked to a more private area near the portable restrooms brought in for the party. There, John Doe told Combs he was a big fan of Combs and shared his dreams of becoming a star. Combs smiled, telling him he had potential and the look. When John Doe admitted his voice was not great, Combs assured him that did not matter. Combs made clear that the only thing that mattered was having the right look for the industry, and with it, Combs could transform Doe or anybody into a star. Combs abruptly told John Doe that he needed to drop his pants. John Doe, caught completely off guard, confusingly asked Combs to repeat himself. Combs made himself clear. He instructed John Doe to drop his pants and expose his piece so that Combs could inspect it, explaining it was a rite of passage and the route to becoming a star, and also as a way to prove himself. "Don't you want to break into the business?" Combs allegedly said. Doe immediately felt uncomfortable, froze, and did not know what to do. Combs remained calm and stood in front of him and stretched out his hand in a cupped position. Out of fear, anxiety, and the imbalanced power dynamic between himself and Combs, John Doe then dropped his pants and exposed his penis as Combs previously instructed.
Hey, speaking of
This
love,
is love.
I saw a guy on the internet the other day who said he used to be your security guard, who said that when you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were going to beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
Well, this show has gotten crazier since the last time I was here. No,
it's all about love, though. That's not true.
You really heard that? Nah.
Well, yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Jimmy, I thought we was friends. What is this?
As we review the unfolding drama surrounding Diddy, it's clear that the revelations from the leaked prison call have significantly magnified the legal and public scrutiny he faces throughout this ordeal. We've uncovered startling admissions by Diddy himself, directives to dispose of incriminating evidence, and casual dismissals of serious allegations, all while he remains confined without bail, having been denied multiple times. Despite his escalating requests, this saga has not only exposed Diddy's personal battles, but has also shone a light on the pervasive dark undercurrents within Hollywood. The extensive list of celebrities dragged into the lawsuits indicates a broader network of complicity and secrecy, suggesting deep-rooted issues within the industry that extend far beyond any single figure. The legal entanglements reveal a pattern of behavior that has shocked even Diddy's staunchest supporters, causing a rift in the community. On one side are his family members, and a segment of fans who continue to support him, emphasizing his contributions to music and community projects. On the other, a growing chorus of voices that demands accountability and transparency, reflecting a societal push towards addressing long-ignored malpractices in show business. As the situation develops, it's essential to stay informed about the implications of each new piece of evidence. The outcomes of these cases could set precedents for how similar cases are handled in the future, influencing not just Diddy's legacy, but the cultural framework of Hollywood itself. As we continue to uncover more details, it's crucial to consider the broader implications and the potential for lasting change in an industry ripe for reform.